The biggest mistake that I've ever made is believing that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough to be a mom. I wasn't good enough to leave an abusive relationship. I wasn't good enough to be on YouTube. In doing this and committing to doing these vlogs and leaning into this, yes, I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do, but it's also facing some of my biggest fears. Believing that I wasn't good enough came from a lot of different sub-beliefs that like made up this massive one of which I have to face every single time I edit a video. And that's the fact that I truly believed that I was too fat to be taken seriously. I have come a long way with my body image, and I don't see fat as a negative word. I am fat and I am beautiful. It's not either or, I am both. That I was too lazy to get shit done. These two things are things that I've had to face head on. Believing that I wasn't enough has held me back my entire freaking life. I believed that I was too unorganized to be successful. I was dealing with undiagnosed ADHD until I was 16 or 17 years old, and even then people didn't really understand what that meant at the time. People didn't really take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously until the last year and a half or so. When you think about all of these beliefs, those impact every single area of my life. I wasn't showing up anyway that I wanted to. But over the last couple of years, I've really learned that a lot of the beliefs that I carry about myself, the negative ones, they aren't true. I'm capable of a lot more than I give myself credit for. Now I am on camera almost every day on Instagram because I created a business and working on creating a company that supports and helps survivors of abuse. I've published a journal to help survivors of abuse. I also created a clothing line, and now I have 2 other YouTube channels where I go live to share about creating content, and the other one sharing about abuse recovery. And now I've got this where I'm doing 100 vlogs in 100 days. I'm facing all of that head on, and all of that is so amazing, and it blows my mind every day when I think about it. But the number one thing that this belief has held me back from, I wasn't capable of being a good mom. As a single mom, things are hard, and I questioned every day if I could do it. But on top of that, I had my own trauma and my own struggles and my own healing that I had to do. And I created a wall between my son and I to where I was taking care of him, and I knew it was my job to take care of him, but I didn't know how to connect emotionally. And so I was leaving this little boy out to dry who just needed someone to understand him and connect with him, but I was too scared that I was gonna mess up. And over the last year, there's been a lot of changes in our lives. We've moved across the country, and I've made huge strides in my own healing, and we've completely shifted how we do things. We've come such a long way. The thing I'm also most proud of is the fact that I've grown so much, and I've learned how to connect with him, and I've learned how to be the mom that I want to be. And trust me, I've got a long way to go, but I've also come a really freaking long way, and that is something worth celebrating.